however you want to do that. The problem is we're structured in a way that requires I come and do lectures and you sit and take notes. That may or may not be the best way to do it.
Thank you.
So my name is Lisa. I'm not a student yet. So my question...
You're not a student
no.
yet?
Oh,
so you're a prospect?
Yes.
Oh, you're a prospect. Well, wait a minute.
Would you recommend me
Wait a minute. Wait, Lisa. Wait, Lisa. Wait. You're a prospective student, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me give you a reward.
No.
I'm not trying to influence you, but when you make your decision, the other schools you're looking at, did they bring you water? Ask that question. Okay, Lisa, what's your question?
What do you think? Because I'm not believing in Facebook, in the future of Facebook. Is this then the right decision to study in this direction? If I'm not believing in maybe...
Well, I think the thing you have to do is you really have to think broadly. Facebook is very narrow. Facebook does one thing. It connects people and connects them to friends and Charlie Sheen and things like that. But that's not the only way that people get information. So I think you have to be careful of getting too narrow, falling in love with the internet, falling in love with Facebook, because that's what all your friends do. But there are an awful lot of people out there who have large sums of money, much more than you do, who are still using traditional media. So I think you need to find out how you can communicate with these people. Facebook may be one way. So don't get tangled up in technology, because my belief is that there will be a replacement for Facebook probably in another 3 years. It will be something else. We'll invent something else.
My name is Michael. I'm an alumni of this university. You told us that consumers are more and more blocking the messages that we send through marketing communications, and that they are communicating around the marketer and start to communicate with technicians, with accounting people, with whoever in the firm, in the company. And I guess that's a big challenge to internal communications in every corporation. And can you give us some hints how we can meet this challenge and to reorganize internal communications to meet those new challenges?
Well, I think the first thing you have to do, and my focus has been for the last 20 years, start with the customer. Don't start with what you want to do. Start with the customer and try to understand what the customer is doing and where the customer is and what they're looking for. In some cases, internal communication is critically important. In other cases, it's not as important. It depends on what the customer is doing and what the customer relationship is. So I think part of the issue here, we have always said, we want to control the communication. By that, I think what we've said is we want all of our employees to speak the same language, feel the same way, and do the same thing. That's an admirable goal, but it's very difficult to do because there's no incentive for the employee to perform the way we want them to. If they don't, what do? Fire them? Go get some new ones? Do we spend inordinate amounts of money trying to train them? By and large today, internal communication essentially is putting a banner up, giving everybody a button, singing a song, and then sending them on their way. And I think there's more to it than that.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm a student here, and I have a question on privacy, because trust and privacy was the things you added at the customer side on the third phase. But there are many, some people say that this is old-fashioned, not state-of-the-art. What do you think about the privacy topic in general?
Well, I think I knew it was going to come up. I just wish I had a better answer. I think the thing about privacy is privacy means different things to different people. Some people don't want you to know anything about them. Some people are willing to share almost anything. If you're on Facebook, what the hell, you're sharing everything you are, you know, what I had for breakfast and, you know, what kind of automobile I drive and all that kind of stuff. You don't think anything about that. Is that an invasion of privacy when someone can come in and look at that? So I think one of the things we have to think about is, what is privacy, and what does that mean, and what does it mean to certain people? There are 500 million people on Facebook. 500 million people essentially have said privacy is not terribly important. Alternatively, when you start looking at behavioral targeting, that is where I put a sneaky cookie or a sneaky electronic tag on your computer, and you don't know about it, and I'm capturing that, and then I'm looking at it, and I'm saying, aha, Julia's doing this and doing that. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to send her this, send her that. Is that an invasion of privacy? We don't have very good definitions of that. And we get all tangled up in the legal part as opposed to saying what's good for the customer. I'm not terribly in favor of behavioral targeting. I don't think it's right that people are attaching things that not, you know, surreptitiously attaching things to your stream of contact on your computer, because I don't think you think about that. But that, I think, is an invasion of privacy. Anything you put on Facebook, friend, that's fair game. If you're going to tell the world what you had for breakfast, then don't come to me and say, you're sending me stuff trying to change my breakfast habits. And that's part of the issue. Okay?
Hi, my name is Anya. I study here at the University Communication Management, and Mr. Thema, I asked you before if marketers could learn from PR, and you said that PR had a lot bigger brush, a brush stroke than marketers and a broader communication methods and everything. But why exactly won't marketers will be able or are able to learn from PR and the other way around as well?
You want the truth, or do you want me to tell
Definitely.
you the standard comment?
Definitely the truth.
Well, remember, PR people have always said, we're getting things for free. We're getting free publicity. We're in contact with this editor, and they're writing stories about us. We're sending them press releases and all that sort of thing. Marketing people buy this stuff. Now, who do you think has more cachet when it comes to the media? A guy with a big sack of money, or a PR guy who says, please, would you do this for me? Now, and that's one of the reasons the marketing people have said, you know, you don't have any money, you don't spend any money. How do you measure this stuff? You know how you measure it? You measure it by creating something that's equal to advertising. So PR people have done it to themselves. PR people essentially have said, the stuff we don't do, we can't measure, so we'll count it up and say if we had to buy that much space, this is what it would have been worth. So PR people have a real weakness when it comes to measurement. And if PR people can figure out how to measure this stuff, then you will get a bigger plate, a bigger part of the table. Okay?
Thank you. Hello. I'm Paul Blaszek. In my company Silage, we create digital communication solutions for a lot of clients in Austria and abroad. And what I figure out that I'm not exactly sure if the digital native is the future.